Okay, so here we are with an assistance exercise that my mom is using to help build her deadlift. So I'll show in conjunction with this video my mom's last 1 rep max attempt. And what you'll see is when she started to drive the bar off the ground, the bar actually had to roll towards her a little bit first. So we're doing this drill in part also teaching her to keep her shins closer to the bar. And then when the bar left the ground, after like an initial kind of like 3 or 4 inches of leg drive, the bar kind of caught her in regards to the tension and the difficulty of that position. So what we have now is we have bands set up in the sense that they are helping her off the bottom. And we actually measured it. So it was the weight of the bar plus the 10 and a 5 per side. So that's 75 pounds that the bands were displacing. So as she drives the bar, and as soon as it comes out of the band assistance, what you see on the outside here, which would just be 90 pounds on that side, 90 pounds on that side, so that's 180. So she's leaving the ground at 180, but as soon as she comes out of those bands, it snaps on 75 more pounds. So that puts her up to 255. So this is mimicking her 1 rep max attempt where she leg drove and then got kind of caught in that dead space. So this is going to teach her to leg drive continuously through rather than push and coast. So this is going to teach her to drive through, and then it's also going to teach her to keep a tight lat position and keep the bar close to her, so that way when she kind of runs out of that steam of the leg drive, the bar will still be close enough to her that she can squeeze her glutes forward to finish the lift. So go ahead and go when you're ready, Mom. She's going to do 5 dead stop reps. And this is going to mimic almost like 5 singles, teaching her to keep the bar close, teaching her to keep her lats tight, and do the motion efficiently. Good. Drive, butt forward. Good. 1. Drive, butt forward. 2. Drive, butt forward. 3. Drive, butt forward. 4. Drive, butt forward. 5. Excellent. So that was teaching her, if you notice when she was coming up, you couldn't even see any change in her positioning as the 75 pounds were thrown on her. And that's exactly the point. And a little moment of honesty, it's taken us today to figure that out. So that's what we were working on today, is as she drove up, even though the bar got 75 pounds heavier, it didn't pull her forward because she was tight in her positioning in her lats, and she was tight with keeping the bar close to her shins. So that's going to be what we're working on the next little bit. So when we go back to a 1 rep max attempt, she can either do the same weight more efficiently, or maybe we can sneak on a little bit more weight. So these are, I don't really know, I have a name for these, but basically it's just band deloaded deadlifts, and the height of the band assistance is related to where the person's positional weakness is. So if they don't lose positional strength until the bar's at their knees, you might heighten these bands to better mimic that position. So this is specific to my mom's weaknesses on her 1 rep max. Good. Drive, squeeze your butt, chest up, hold. Excellent job. Hell yeah. Okay, and what we're pairing with those deadlifts is a heel elevated, narrow stance squat on our belt squat. And my mom is going to be doing bottom partial reps for 10, then top partials for 10. And the idea of this motion is it works the quadriceps. So this is basically like a really fancy weighted leg extension. So it'd be a terminal kind of knee extension because your foot isn't moving. But this is going to get her a lot of quad pressure. And it's going to do, the first part's going to kind of hit the quads down by the knee because that's our deepest stretch. Then her top part is just kind of a good flex and drive of the quad. So by hitting 2 different kind of range of motions, it hits the musculature of the quad a little bit different, just to make sure we don't miss any areas of it. And also our deadlifts that we have set up over there that you saw in the video were more so hamstring, glute, and posterior chain dominant. So they would have worked her backside. So this is making sure we get the quads. So this is just pairing together to get full leg development. Cool.